Dakota Meyer is holding nothing back when it comes to his ex-wife. Quite the extreme opposite, in fact. As Teen Mom OG viewers have seen clearly over the past few weeks, Meyer and Bristol Palin did not end their marriage on good terms several months back. Their relationship fell apart due to Meyer's ongoing PTSD, which he has struggled with ever since losing nearly his entire military team during a battle in Afghanistan. It's a tragic and very true story, but it's been overshadowed of late by the ugly back and forth between Meyer and Palin. Just last week, for example, on the latest episode of Teen Mom, Bristol said she was heartbroken because Meyer ditched her son, Trip, as soon as his romance with Palin was over. Bristol has this son with ex-fiancé Levi Johnston and shares 2 younger daughters with Meyer. He hasn't reached out to Trip and Trip is crushed by it, Bristol told a producer on air of Meyer. It breaks my heart. Is this really the case, however? Has Meyer not maintained a relationship with the 9-year, to whom he grew very close as a stepfather for years? No, Meyer said a couple days ago on his Instagram story. I never got the opportunity to stay close to Trip after my divorce, he explained. I don't have custody of Trip. It's hard enough for his own dad to get to see him. That's some strong, subtle shade right there. Added Meyer, when you have a stepchild, you don't get the rights to that stepchild when you get divorced. If they're under 18 you have to go through their mother to get them. Because, according to Meyer, Bristol has not let him actually see Trip. Dakota says he hasn't tried to reach out in other ways because he doesn't want to essentially tease the child. Am I supposed to call Trip up and mess with his mind, and then when Bristol's pissed with me, she's not going to let me see him? I'm not going to mess with him. He's had enough of that. Meyer and Palin got divorced way back in February. The split is only relevant again because we're watching it play out each week on Teen Mom OG. All this time later, how does Meyer feel about the breakup? Does he have any regrets? Heck no. When you get rid of the cancer in your life, you can go live, Meyer said this week about the situation. Yikes, right? Wow. Meyer has been very open about his depression and anxiety, both of which are related to his PTSD. But he says here that his mental health has improved significantly since he's stopping seeing Bristol. We talk about anxiety. Do you know how many shots I've had to get in my neck for anxiety lately? None. Since Bristol moved out of my house I haven't had to get any shots in my neck. I haven't had to take any ketamine. I haven't had to take any medication. He has had to read about Palin calling him an evil liar, however. Still, he doesn't regret marrying her only because he got his 2 kids out of the relationship. And also because Palin basically showed Meyer exactly what he does not want out of a partner. Before Bristol I couldn't have appreciated a good woman in my life. But now, after being treated like shit by somebody, I understand what it's like to be treated terrible and not have someone give a shit about you and be stuck with them, and have to put up with that, he said on Instagram. I think it was a plan by God of working on me. I don't think it was a mistake. I think it was God using her to put me in a situation that sucked real bad and to be worked on. Well, okay then. They do say the Lord works in mysterious ways, right?
What do you think about it? Share your opinion in the comments below the video. And also subscribe to the channel not to miss new, interesting videos.